Any questions? Okay, I'm going to go over real quickly a new little device that we use on our pediatric patients, and we're getting ready to set up another baby that I think is, what is that baby, 11 weeks?
I heard it was
11 months? Huh?
11 months.
It's 11 months. Okay, almost a year old. So they're using a fourth of a liter or an eighth of a liter. So this breaks down a 5-liter concentrator into smaller pediatric increments, okay? So I can hook this onto my 5-liter concentrator by simply taking a 7-foot tube and hooking it where I would normally hook the cannula. And then I'm going to hook their cannula to the other 7-foot tubing, or I can hook their cannula right into this box. So when this is set on 2, I can take this and dial in smaller liter flows. It goes all the way from 1/16 up to 3/4 of a liter. So a lot of pediatric patients only use a fourth of a liter, an eighth of a liter. So we have to have one of these. So we're getting ready to set this up again. We already had it on one of our pediatric patients. So one of these boxes are going to be out there. There is no way, there's nothing to troubleshoot on this as long as you've hooked it up right. But this needs to be set on 2 liters so it can convert to what it needs to convert to on here. Otherwise it'll be off for the baby if that's set on anything else. I always tell the patients they should periodically check the flow meters because these are compressors and they vibrate and the flow can be adjusted a little bit or fluctuate a little bit, so they should daily check their liter flow to make sure it's on what they're ordered on. So this doesn't vibrate, so I wouldn't think this would move any, but I would definitely check the concentrators to make sure they stayed on what they're supposed to. Do you have a question, Karen?
Just that this is on 2, then you can adjust that.
That's right. This is what's actually being delivered to the baby.
It's connected to the machine.
It is through.
And then you've got a separate connection for the cannula.
Yes.
So it's okay.
So there's an in and an out. Okay?
That's what I was going to ask. So it's a tube, one saying in and one saying out.
Yeah, so the in is going from the concentrator into this, and then the out's going from the liter flow that we want to convert it to the cannula, or to whatever we're delivering the baby.
And that's a different kind of cannula than we
No. Well,
we
pediatric
use?
cannulas are different,
Okay, so
yes.
it's just a pediatric because it has the green end.
This? No, it's just I just put a 7-foot tube on it.
Oh, so that's just our standard.
You can hook,
7-foot.
you can hook a pediatric cannula to a regular 7-foot hose.
Okay.
If you need it to get into the crib. Okay. And then we have the pediatric flow meters that hook onto the tanks that will go into the same thing.
So what's
You know,
that
a few of
called then?
those.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
What's this called?
What's that called?
It's called a Precise RX pediatric flow meter. But it's not what you use on a tank. There's a separate flow meter that you use on a tank of oxygen. Because this little baby's going to have portable oxygen too. So that when the mom takes the baby out, she has oxygen to use at an eighth of a liter or a fourth of a
We
liter.
have regular regulators that are pediatric regulators.
Yeah, we own a few pediatric, yes.
No,
Yeah, if
that's
you
all we
see any,
know.
let me know, because I need them in my possession.